On the website of Humanities Team, you have something about the oneness and the 12 fear of life. Can you tell us what is that?
Yes, yes, it's very important. We use, and in all of our programs, this is a key tool that we use. First, for people that aren't familiar with it, Barbara Marx Hubbard calls it the wheel of co-creation.
Yes.
In Humanities Team, we call it oneness in the 12 spheres of life, because that's kind of what it is. But if you look at the beautiful diagram that Barbara created, what it does is it's got this line that's kind of pointed out horizontally or diagonally like that, and it's an evolutionary curve line. So it's showing homosapien, which is the human being that we are today down there, and it's growing into homo-Universalis, which homo-Universalis is one. It's oneness, where we know ourselves to be a part of the divine, and where we're not just thinking from our mental head, we're reaching from feeling to all of the cosmos and universe. All of the power and wisdom of the universe is actually at our disposal when we're in homo-Universalis. So it's showing that evolution, and it goes through a circle, and in the middle of the circle is our oneness with the divine. So where we come into connection and communion, and we create a real friendship and even communion with God, with the divine, which I highly recommend. We're a part of the divine. So we have our own personal relationship where we're going within, and whether it's prayer or meditation or silence or walking in the woods or whatever it is, but creating a way to really commune with that which we are. So that's in the middle. And then the circle has all the spheres of life. So they're 12. And so, for example, spirituality and science and education and relations are 4 of the 12. And so with that model, we can look at what we're drawn to, what we're passionate about, where our skills are. Usually, we want to be involved in education. We want to teach kids, or we want to be involved in healthcare. We want to be a healthcare worker. We want to be involved in relations, where we're helping people to have really strong relationships with each other in a marriage or just dating. But all of this in the context of of elevated consciousness, of oneness. So it's very different than just the 12 spheres of life as they exist today. Education will be radically changed by elevated consciousness. Relations, which is really where you're with your girlfriend or you're married, is radically different when you're bringing in higher consciousness. And I could go on. All of the 12 spheres are radically changed. They're transformed where we bring in elevated consciousness.
I love it. And what is the Evolutionary Ambassador Academy?
Yes. Well, we are right now, there's a program going on right now with Barbara Marx Hubbard. It's called Evolutionary Ambassador Academy. It's a 3-month program that we're doing with her right here in Colorado, and it includes a fly-in and at Sunrise Ranch where she lives. So that program starts on Valentine's Day, actually next week. So yeah, for people that, and Barbara is a genius. She's the mother of conscious evolution. And for people that would gravitate toward that, yeah, check out our Humanities Team website, and you can learn about her program. She's amazing. I mean, I've learned so much from Barbara. She's amazing.
I love her work. How can we learn and know more about what do you have in Humanities Team?
First of all, there are many of these speakers that I've referenced who have books and lectures and speak all over the world. And they may come speak near you, or there may be a book that you've heard of that that would really resonate. So that's one possibility. But even Humanities Team, there's so many things. We're now 16 years old. So there's a lot of things we're doing. There's Global Oneness Day on October 24th. I'd invite you, please do put that on your calendar. October 24th, put it in ink. It's a full 12-hour day. It's free. And so even if you're at work and you miss the day, no problem. We'll send out free links so you can listen after. And it's amazing, all these incredible leaders with what is shared. But year-round, we offer transformational education programs. And we're the only organization in transformational education that's a nonprofit. So the others are for-profits, and they offer different kinds of programs. Some of them, are more oriented toward, I would even say, becoming a rock star and stuff. Removing abundance blocks, all good stuff. But our whole focus is what we're talking about here. It's really feeling into our connection, becoming deeply empowered, coming into a new prosperity that, yes, it includes financial prosperity, but it includes a lot more than just financial prosperity. It includes grace and love and peace and blessing and beauty, where just these things, even in this moment, we can feel into these things. We're in flow, right? When we're in one, we're co-creating. So we're not living as just a separate body down here. In co-creation and oneness, we know we're one. We're actually living from a place of an emanation of the divine. All of that wisdom and all of the power of the divine is actually ours. It's channeled through us. It's not ours, but it's channeled through us. So we offer courses year round. Right now, there's a program we're doing called Conscious Leadership. And they're fairly inexpensive. If you go to humanitiesteam.org, you can see the different programs we offer. So we try and offer them inexpensively so that as many people in the world can come into these programs and just really learn to embody and live and express oneness. Because it's one thing to know, to understand it, to awaken to oneness. It's another to really live it, to live it and express it. And so our programs are helping people to really fully live it and express it. So we're fully conscious, and we can step into conscious leadership where it's not just us, but we can organize groups, in our neighborhood, in businesses, to really work together in a conscious way.
Humanities Team has programs for teens and children.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Over the years, we've had different programs for kids and children, and we just, I'm still a volunteer. We have many volunteers in the organization and others that are lightly paid. We're still growing into sustainability and flourishing. And I wish I could say we were as well organized as we'd like to be, because they're great programs you could create for children. Neil Donald Walsh has written books for kids and families, so he'd be one resource. Marianne Williamson also has. So I would suggest now probably that people seek out some of these books that are really beautiful, that talk about elevated consciousness and how we can, with our kids and our teenagers, bring them into this. Because I have two teens myself, a 14 and a 16-year-old, and it's important that they understand all of this.
Yes, me too. This is why I asked you.
Yeah, absolutely. Are yours are 14 and 16 also?
13 will be 13 and 16.
Oh, 13 and 16. Great. Well, yeah, we're in the same place basically. Yeah, so they're wonderful, and it won't be. My 16-year-old is a junior in high school, and of course he's only got another 4 months or so from his junior year, and then he's a senior, and then he's gone. He's off to college. So, you just really enjoy them while they're at home.
Can you tell us where can we find Humanities Team?
Yes, so Humanities Team, if you go to humanitiesteam.org, that's with a Y, not so HUMANITYSTEAM, one word, Humanities Team with a Y.org. You'll find our website, and all of these programs that we're talking about, Global Oneness Day and the Conscious Business Declaration, Barbara's program, the Conscious Leadership program, and there's a lot of really cool transformational education programs that are coming. So if you want to come back on a regular basis, just see these programs that are coming out. As I mentioned, we try and price them affordably so as many people as possible can participate. Also, you can friend us on Facebook, and the worldwide community is rather large. It's about 600, it's almost 670,000 right now. And there's a lot of things that we're posting and video. We put up 3 live videos every week. So there's some really neat stuff there too.
Do you have a final message for us?
A final message, yes. Well, my final message is to each of you, life is such a gift. Life is such a precious gift. And I want to just invite all of us to make the most of it, And so, and elevating our consciousness is the way that we make the most of it. I grew up, like probably most of you, I was with a single mom who was a legal secretary, and I had 6 siblings, 7 kids raised by a single mom. I was in the Catholic Church. I was an altar boy. And that just a little family, just kind of making ends meet. And then as I grew, and came into this awareness of this loving God, the divine that is actually within, or the temple is within, or the sanctuary, and really started developing a close relationship with the divine and said, I love you, and so, and I love what love is. So I'll serve love. I'll serve life. I'll serve the divine. My will is your will. And then all the magic happened. You should see my beautiful home, my beautiful family, my beautiful office. And the divine said, okay, we're going to make some things happen here, Steve. Let's go. And my life has just been a whole trail of service, miracles, blessings, uplifting humanity. So, and that's what for each of you, I want, is just happiness in all the ways that you might want happiness. So and Elizabeth and I have talked about some things here, some tools for really bringing the fullness of happiness into your life.
That is wonderful. Thank you very much, Steve, Farrell. Thank you very much for this opportunity to have you here in Sube La Vibra. It has been really a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Elizabeth, and viewers. It's been wonderful to be with you, and namaste. Boy, blessings to all of you.
Okay.